Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge and welcome to my vacation book shopping reading vlog. I'm actually back home. This vlog has all happened, but I forgot to film a starting clip, but I knew that I wanted to film this vlog, so I just dived in to filming the vlog, and then I was like, I'll film an opening clip when I'm all done. So yeah, I'm back home from the 5 days. This trip went from Friday the 14th until this morning, October 19th, and I visited friends in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, and then I went to my family in Pillager, and like I will talk about most of that all in the vlog, but it is kind of disjointed in the beginning. The first like 10 minutes of this vlog are me going to different bookshops. I went to 2 different ones on the way to my friends, and then together we went to 2 of them on Saturday. So I did end up scooping up some books, and I do a full book haul of those books bought in this vlog at the end, so don't worry about that. I do also have reading updates while you're watching this and some fun little filming from we went to a pumpkin patch and just did a bunch of fun things. But I just wanted to start it, welcome you to this. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And if you really do end up enjoying this vlog, I do pretty much weekly vlogs, but they are available to my patrons. Vlogging is something that's really gotten relegated to the Patreon, except for special events, just because I want to have something exclusive that I'm able to offer them, and that's the best way to do it. But if you enjoy these and you want to support my channel, because I do this full time, this is my career, you could check out my Patreon that's linked down below. So without further ado, please enjoy my shopping and fun time, and I hope you will get a snack, get a drink, and just enjoy some time with me. All right. Okay, so I've made the first leg of my journey. I was gonna film some like driving footage with my selfie stick or whatever. I had a plan and everything, but the weather has actually been pretty shitty. It's been like sleeting. The ground's warm enough that it's not like sticking, but it's like super a lot and then none, and then you get stuck behind a semi and it kicks everything up in your face. So it's making this take a while, although I'm still making good time. So I made it to my first stop. I need to get up and walk around, and I'm at the Barnes & Noble. So we'll see if there's anything in here that I want. We'll see if they have anything different compared to my choices at my Fargo store, which I definitely love trying other Barnes & Nobles because, you know, they have different people running them, different things to see. So yeah, I have a book budget for this weekend because I'm hoping to go to quite a few places, because after this place I'm gonna go to a Half Price Books that's only about 20 minutes away from my friend's house, because I can't get to her house before 3. I mean, I can, but I don't want to, because she told me she has meetings until 3, and if I get there I'm gonna want to talk to her, so I'm just gonna wait, and then we'll have a few hours before her husband and daughter get home, so that's gonna be good. But anyway, I'm gonna get in. I also need to go to the bathroom and do that, so let's see what we can find inside. They have also a huge manga collection here. So I'm hoping they actually have some that I've been looking for, but they might not. Well, let's see. Doesn't look like it. There's some that I've been wanting that they're just like haven't been restocked anywhere, but you know, there's also so many that I haven't seen in here, so I'm gonna dig through here for a little bit and see what I can find. Okay, back in the car again, and I just got to Half Price Books, which is humming today, so don't mind the people coming in and out. But I thought I would show you what I got at Barnes & Noble, because I did find a couple of things. Look at this cute little elephant that I got for my friend's daughter. Like, literally, I want it as a friend. Then my friend Scott, he is a smarty smart brain. I love him. He's awesome. And one of the things I always get him for like birthdays and Christmases is these different like True Genius puzzles that I have. So this one is a full genius level, and it's like this old school Rubik's Cube, because you're supposed to like line up all the colors by turning it. So I thought that one was kind of cool. And then a couple more things. They actually had a pack of my markers. So I'm going to be ordering another like 36 pack from Amazon. These are the markers that I use to annotate my books for my patrons. They're my favorite. They're quick dry. It's a lie that they never dry out. I go through them pretty quickly. They don't dry out by like being clicked is the point, but like I use them pretty quickly when I annotate a book. I usually go through a pen per book that I do, sometimes more. So I buy these pretty often, but the 36 pack needs to be restocked before Amazon selling. Oh my gosh. Noticing how I didn't blend out my makeup. Seriously. The daylight does that, right? Anyway, so I got that. And then I got Be Still My Heart by Emily McIntyre and Sav R. Miller. So I'd had this checked out in KU for ages, but I never got around to it. And it's so beautiful. And so I want to try reading it. And I also love that there is a heroine named Sloane. I love when a heroine's named Sloane. Then I also got Pucked Up by Helen Hunting. I recently just got given Pucked again. I had gotten rid of my set that I had when I was cleaning out, and then I bought it again because I do that. So that's what I grabbed at Barnes & Noble. So I need to just kill about a half an hour at Half Price Books, which shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully I find some good stuff. Hopefully I find some deals. Jeez. Sorry, that was hot. Hopefully I find some good stuff, but my hair. Anyway, I did start The Lotus Palace, and I forgot this one is kind of like a romantic suspense. That's all that I'm going to say about it for now, but that's what I'm noticing anyway. So if it's not too busy in here, I'll film a clip again, but I'm going to see if I can find some good stuff. Let's see. So I found a couple good ones. I honestly was just talking about how I wanted to read this one in a video that I did. So that's cool. I'm going to grab all of these Serena Bowens that I don't have, because finding these ones for half off is good. I also finally found a Suddenly You with a step back. This is my third copy and the first one with a step back. This is in super great condition, so I snagged that, and then a couple Kristen Ashleys. So I'm gonna go back through this one more time. but I think I found everything I want to grab right now. So really love these copies of Outlander. Really beautiful. I'll see what else I can find.
I think a past governor. Somebody
Governor Mansion.
lives there.
We're going to the pumpkin patch. Wait, I can. Hi, Sadie. I'm excited. I think it was 3 years ago I went. Oh, wow. See, it's going to be a busy day today.
It's a beautiful day for the pumpkin patch.
It sure is. Some pretty leaves, so. And you said they'll have some stuff, like they'll have, like.
Apples and strawberries and apple cider and pumpkins.
We're going to make,
Squash.
Scott's going to make my favorite soup tonight,
Squash
which
soup.
I haven't had in, like, a long time. So, ooh, yeah. Free apple orchard. I don't think I've had apple orchard, honestly.
Oh, really?
I was thinking pumpkin patch in my head because we went to the one outside of Fargo with the girls a couple times.
Yeah, there's a pumpkin
But-
patch.
Right. But I've never went to like an apple orchard before.
Well, then we're going to have
So.
a whole bunch of fun.
It's going to be fun. Look at some cute stuff. There's lots of people though, so I'll try not to be the nerd. I did bring my selfie stick, which it isn't just for selfies. It's also a tripod. It's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
But it's, you know, so we can get some cute pictures because it's nice out. We got to get some fun stuff. So we're going to have to walk a mile. It's going to be
Go
great.
around.
What is the point of your belt if it doesn't keep your pants up, sir?
Just for temptation.
Oh my goodness.
Can't be contained.
That's maybe a problem. Well, hi. Hopefully this will actually be a longer clip than just like 5 seconds long. But it's been a crazy busy weekend, as I'm sure you can see from all of the rapid fire clips I kind of had there. I'm definitely in an interesting location. I'm actually in my childhood home. No, I'm not going to show you around my childhood home because I'm just not. But okay, let's see what's happened since the last clip. I think the last clips were at the pumpkin patch, which was really fun. And then, oh no, I think I took some clips of book shopping some more, because after the pumpkin patch, we had to take little girl home, and then my friend stayed home, and Sadie and I went to lunch, and then we went to a couple more bookshops, and I found some more good ones, which was really fun. Hey kitty, stay over there. My dad's cat is right here. And so that was good. And then we played some more games that night, which was fun. And then this morning, woke up at their house, hung out for a little bit, waited until my family got home from church, and then I went to the other side of the Twin Cities, in Ramsey, Minnesota, which is where my cousins live. And my cousin Carl from Alaska was there. And then I took him to my sister's house. So that's where we just got done. Took him to my sister's house, and now I'm going to be hanging out with them for the next couple days, but there's not really room for me to stay at my sister's house since my cousin's there. So I'm going to be staying at my friends who live by my parents. It's a whole big thing. Lots of places that I call home, all over the place. But here's the thing. I was going to surprise my parents that I was here. And usually one of them is always here, right? Well, Dad is visiting one of his friends, and my mom isn't home from work yet. So I got here, and I called my dad, and I was like, Dad, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm at so-and-so's house. And I was like, oh, shucks. I came to surprise you. And he's like, well, you didn't tell me. And I was like, well, it wouldn't have been a surprise then, would it? So I'm here, and it's actually an okay thing. My mom is on her way home from work, which she'll be surprised that I'm here. So that'll be fun. But I made it to 64% of King of Wrath, and I'm going to try to make some progress on that. I will finish this tonight. Maybe not right now, because once my mom gets home, like I said, we'll probably hang out. And then I'll go to my friend's parents' house where I'm going to stay. And I will finish it there tonight for sure, because I want to read Ruined Secrets, which is the next Neva Altage. I want to read that ASAP. So I'm going to get on that. But update on King of Wrath, right? So this one comes out in 4 days. So this comes out on Wednesday or Thursday, not sure. I think that Anna Huang's books like usually came out on Thursdays. I can't remember. But this one is an arranged marriage. If you read Twisted Lies, then you know a little bit. You've seen a little bit of... oh, my mom's pulling in, so I'll finish this. You've seen a little bit of Dante and Christian, and him and Christian have a really interesting relationship together. So, yeah, but this is like the heroine, Vivian, her parents have forced Dante into this arranged marriage, but I don't think she knows how he's been forced into it. So they're going to be engaged for a year. He's very much like, we are only going to be a business arrangement, absolutely. And then, of course, they're slowly falling for each other. So this isn't totally like an arranged marriage yet. Like, the marriage hasn't happened yet, which is kind of interesting. I've never really read like an arranged marriage one where the arrangement is lasting so long. But I'm really liking it. Like, I'm at 62%, so the emotional and the sexual parts are definitely moving along further. So I will do another update for more shortly. And I'll tell you more about the Lotus Palace, but I wanted to film this little clip where I got to talk for longer than 30 seconds. But my mom's here, and so I'm going to visit with her. But yeah, I'm excited to read this, and I'm having a great trip. It just seems chaotic, which it is, but it's going to be a great couple of days getting to see my cousin. So, chat later! Well, hello. It's the next night from the last clip, and I didn't get to pop back in to talk about the Lotus Palace like I meant to. My parents got home, and I ended up cooking dinner for them, and we all hung out together. And then I came to the place where I stay when I'm home visiting, and I chatted with my hosts for a little while, and then I went up to bed and I finished King of Wrath, which my Goodreads review of that is up as of you seeing it, and that book comes out on the 20th officially. So also possibly the book is out by the time you're seeing this. I don't know how soon I'll get this vlog up. Hopefully pretty soon. I'm going to do my best to do that. But it may be my favorite by Anna Huang. It's pretty close with Twisted Games, but it's also been a long time since I've read Twisted Games. So I don't know if it would still be as high in my esteem as this one was. For me specifically, because a lot of people completely love the Twisted series, and I enjoy it immensely. Like, I didn't have anything rated lower than a 4-star in that series. Like, it was 4-star, 5-star, 4.5-star, 5-star. Like, I love the series. But there were some things, some like choices about how the third act would play out usually that bugged me in a couple of those. And without spoiling it for this book, that was the thing that I was the most, like on eggshells about, the most careful, or I'm not careful, the most cautious about, because I know she writes great chemistry, I know she writes great characters, and she writes great build-up. But third act conflict and resolution, as well as like grovel, hasn't always been great for me in some of the books. And this one just improved upon those so much. And for some other people, maybe it will totally not work, right? I mean, every book is like that. But, this book just really worked for me. And when we got to the third act conflict, the things that the hero did and said and proved to the heroine just completely won me over. I was won over. So this is a 5-star book for me. It's close. It's not quite a 6-star book, but it's definitely going to be in like my top books of the year that aren't 6 stars, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoyed it. Then when I finished King of Wrath, it was about 11 o'clock last night, and so I dived into Ruined Secrets, which I had an arc for as well. This is book 4 in the Perfectly Imperfect series by Neva Altaj. It's a mafia. Most of them have been age gap and like arranged marriage, and I've been loving them, just loving them. And I absolutely loved this one as well. This one was an arranged marriage, age gap, and the hero actually in the beginning, like, we know this is going to be an amnesia romance, but first it starts as an arranged marriage. The hero is married, and his wife has cheated on him, and so it begins with him killing her lover and him getting a divorce from her. And then literally he gets offered an arranged marriage with the Dawn's granddaughter because the Dawn is dying. He is very ill, and he wants our hero to be his successor. And so he says the best way to cement that is for you to marry my granddaughter, for it to prove that, like, you have my approval. And so he's in his 30s. He has a 7-year-old daughter, and our heroine is 19, and she's actually been enamored with him since she was 6 years old, and he rescued her from drowning when she fell in like a pool or something. So this is literally her dream come true. The only thing is, our hero is determined to make this a marriage in name only because he feels grossed out about being married to a teenager. And very much in the beginning of this book, he uses those words. He calls her a teenager and like his child bride, and he feels horribly guilty whenever he has sexual feelings about her. And so there is a lot of that I was getting very irritated with him, but like, you're supposed to be getting irritated with him because our heroine is angry at him for treating her this way. So it's supposed to be that way. And then the amnesia part enters in, and I won't say anything else about it, because what I love thus far about Neva is that she packs such a punch in a relatively small book. Like, her books range between, like, her first book I think was barely over 200 pages to, I think one of them is like almost 300, but like, she packs such a punch within a small book, and I love that. Like, I just do. So that was also a 5-star read. Now, there are kind of 3 things that I'm kicking around. So I started Heartless, which is book 2, or like the next book in the Chestnut Ranch series by Elsie Silver. And this one's going to be a grumpy single dad, age gap, small town, all that stuff. And then a nanny. It's a nanny romance. Blood Orange by Karina Halley dropped finally. And then Sarah Kate dropped a novella, which was previously in an anthology, but it's connected kind of with Burn For Me, which is almost my favorite Sarah Kate. Like, Give Me More is my favorite, but Burn For Me is really close. And this is like, takes place at the same college that Burn For Me did. And it's a gay student-teacher romance. So those are all the options I have right now. I'm gonna, I think, dive into Heartless because I was getting to some really good stuff in that. But I may read the Sarah Kate novella. And my goal between tonight and tomorrow is to read as much of those like 3 things I just mentioned as possible, because when I head back to Fargo, I need to finish The Lotus Palace for Rake Appreciation Society on Wednesday, and then I need to dive into my Patreon reads, because I do not want to get to the end of the month like I did last month and feel pressured into finishing those. So that's why, like, I'm gonna read as much as I can of these books, because there are still arcs that are going to be dropping. Like, Resting Witch Face is going to be coming any day. There's another one too my brain just totally short-circuited on. Like, there are other book arcs still coming that I'm gonna have to read too, so I want to use my time wisely. So anyway, this is like the longest clip I've done for this one so far, and I will probably film one last clip maybe when I get back home and like round out everything. So yeah, that's all I have to say today. All right. Hi, I'm here to wrap up this vlog. I'm back home, back in my space. It is just turning noon, so I got home. I did have a crap ton of packages waiting for me, which I'm going to do. I'm going to film a book haul right after this, because not only do I have the books that I got from this weekend, but I was gifted so many books by an amazing viewer, and just, I need to film a separate video. But since I know I wasn't perfect about it in each of those clips, I thank you so much if you made it all the way through this vlog. It's more chaotic than I normally do, but I was just so many fun places this weekend and week. I mean, it's Wednesday morning now. And I just wanted to film little clips when I could. You know, I don't do the vlogs normally for the main channel. I know that something people do ask for is they ask for vlogs. That is something I usually keep behind the paywall at Patreon. It just is. It's something that I can offer that's exclusive to people there. So really the only time I do vlogs like this for the main channel for you guys is gonna be when I have like readathons or things, but otherwise I do vlog pretty much every week, but that is Patreon access only, just because they're videos that I don't edit very heavily, that I don't have to put too much time into, but I do share a lot of behind the scenes looks. You know, I share my thought process sometimes on things and how I build videos, and that's just, pardon me, it's time for box elder bugs to be invading my home, so they are all over the floor. Not all over the floor, but they will crawl across the floor. Anyway, so that's just how it is. I try to make sure that people don't have to pay to have access to my content, and on the whole, that is true. Like, the things I have behind the paywall are usually early access, or else, you know, like the book club that I do, basically, well, not book club, like the exclusive review, but I do also do some videos, because that's what you got to do when this is your full-time job. You got to find ways to do that. However, okay, wrapping it up, I want to show you in one clip all the books that I got from the different used bookstores I went to, and then 2 different Barnes and Nobles that I went to. So I'll show you that stuff, and then we'll wrap up this video. I don't think I have the most footage I've ever got, but I know there's a lot of clips that I'll have to edit, and I'm hoping to get this video up tomorrow, since I don't have a lot of videos pre-filmed anymore. So let's go through these. So some of the used books that I got, well, wait, let me grab these all out of here first, because yeah, I know I've shown some of these in clips, but I went to 2 different Barnes and Nobles and 2 different half-price books. So some of the books I got at half-price books is I found this beautiful copy of Poison Princess by Cressley Cole, and it did have this little rip, which is already getting put back in place. I'm planning to take the cover off and tape this on the inside so that we won't even see it. I ended up getting this for only $2. Half-price books, it was originally at $8, and the lady at checkout gave it to me, but it has gold sprayed edges, which is amazing. And yeah, it's just beautiful. This is her like YA leading into new adult series. So I found this at the first half-price books we went to. And then when I went to the next one the next day, I found book 2, which, I mean, it is in paperback, but I was like, sweet. And this one was only $3. So I grabbed that. So I found these 2, which is awesome. Then I found some more Kristen Ashley. I think this is book 2 and 3 or 2 and 4 in the Man series by her, The Dream Man. I found book 1 on Thrift Books a little while ago. This is a series by her that I want to read. So here is those 2. I've been looking for this book for 2 years. I found a copy of Suddenly You that has the step back, and it's in great condition, like no real creases on the binding. I actually have a paperback of this with, you know, it has a fake step back, so it doesn't have one. And then I also have a hardcover, but the hardcover only has this picture, doesn't have it on the back like some do. And so I finally found this one, and I got it for only $2. So I'm super happy to do that, and I'll probably give away the other one that I have. I'll keep the hardback, obviously, but I got that. I found a really great Catherine Coulter. This one's Fire Song. I do already have this one, but I have a pretty beat up copy because it was really hard to find. And so when I stumble across ones that are in better condition, I always like to kind of level up. Then I found, oops, I must be missing a couple. Yeah, there they are. I found 4 Serena Bowen at a half-price books. Like, these were all just right there. And I actually just did a video, okay, and I can't remember if I said this in a clip before, so pardon me, about series that I want to finish, and this series is one of them. Now, this is the only one I haven't read. I have read these 3, but I don't have any of these, and I got them each for $6, which for indie books, that's a great price. So these were all at half-price books, and they're in great condition. Looks like they've only been read once. So I was very excited. I found Loverboy and Moonlighter. These are kind of in like the little spin-off series called The Company, but they do connect with the Brooklyn Bruisers, if you didn't know that. And then I found Shenanigans and Sure Shot, which are books later on in the series. So that was pretty exciting to find. Look at that nice hairy armpit there. That's really great. I found this vampire novel, which I have seen this around, but it was in the super discounted section. So I got this one for only $1.50. And this is called Lucinda Darkly by Sunny. Like the author's name is just Sunny. I don't know anything about this, but it says it's a Demon Princess Chronicles. And when I looked up, I think it's supposed to have like, it's like vampire. So I was like, why not? We'll give it a go. That looks really pretty. And then the other book that I found at a Half Price Books is I found Dane by Kate Webster. And I'm pretty sure this is a gay romance. And it's part of the Taboo Treat series that she did. And I mean, when I find a Kate Webster book for only like $4, I'm gonna grab it. So I got that. So those were all the used books I got. And then, like I said, I went to 2 Barnes & Nobles and I did pick up some new. At one of them, I found Be Still My Heart by Emily McIntyre and Sav R. Miller. This one is one that's been recommended to me by viewers. And honestly, it was so nice to go to a different Barnes & Noble and see other indie books there. And this is one that I didn't have yet. So I was like, great, I'll scoop that up. Then, because, you know, it was Halloween time, they had both Haunting and Hunting Adeline, which this book is on my TBR for October. I don't actually know if I'm going to end up getting to it because I have other books that are higher priority, but I just bought both of them anyway. Plus, there's been the, if you want to call it controversy, it's more just what goes around of people complaining about dark romance and dubious consent not being appropriate, and non-consent. And I'm just like, I don't care. I like dark stuff. And I really love these covers. So even if I don't end up loving these, you know, I'll do a giveaway or I'll resell these. That'd be great. Then I actually found Girls Weekend by C.M. Nacosta, which was really exciting. I love that. I should be getting my Renegade Romance box either today or tomorrow, actually, which has the Cambric Creek series in it. But this is the series I haven't read yet, but I know there's like some crossover between those series. And so, yeah, this one is Girls Weekend, which was really fun to find. I found a copy of Sinner by Sierra Simone. I've been collecting any of the sexy covers that I find of these at Barnes & Nobles because I know that these covers aren't going to be offered eventually. So call it what you want. I scoop them up when I find it because these will be worth a lot of money someday. And a lot of people are already switching over to the flower covers, whereas I'm like, that will not be happening to me. So I scooped this up. And then I found Pucked Up by Helena Hunting, which I had previously unhauled my Pucked series because I didn't think I would read it again. But then in one of my one of my viewers sent me a box of used books and they resent me Pucked, which I was like, oh, great. And so then when I saw Pucked Up, I was like, you know what? I'll just start collecting them again. It'll be great. It's one of the fun things about being a book lover that way. So those were all of the books that I got this weekend. So thank you for coming along on my mini vacation that I had. I hope you had a good time with this vlog. Make sure you leave me a thumbs up and a little heart down below if you made it to the end. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, y'all. Bye.